Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Okay. We're going to start with some stretches as normal. Why is there such an echo? If I mute myself, they won't hear me. You got to mute yourself.
Is there two mics on? It's just echoing.
Trevor's put himself on mute now. Is that better? Change.
Better.
Just speak up if you can't hear me clearly, okay? Change over. Let's see if you can touch your toes. Stretch the back. Oh. Reach for your left foot. Reach for your right foot. Okay, come up slowly.
Mum, you're not stretching.
Stretch the legs. It's tough with the space. Change over. All righty then. Okay, let's get started. So we'll start with the reflections again. All right. What's that again?
Learning what you don't know, you learn.
Yes, correct. Learning model. What you don't know, you don't know. What's the why?
Why we're here, the purpose of customers and supporting our families.
That's right. So make our customers' lives easier and support our families. Okay, what's that again? Thinking on our feet.
Ownership.
Taking ownership,
Care.
showing care, and what do you remember that one?
Pride.
Pride. Pride will blind you to what you need to learn most. Okay. So we're going to listen to chapter 2. Everybody want to grab a book? Grab a book out of the box there.
Where's your book?
At home. Don't even know if we had to bring it in with us every day or so.
Every day.
I'll bring the other.
Okay, you guys ready? Chapter 2, what page is that on?
16.
16.
What number's missing?
8.
Okay. Let's get started.
Chapter 2. You mean I'm really that bad? The very next week, after the infamous You Don't Know How to Manufacture line, 2 kids named Brad and John showed up at our door. Brad and John had been missionary kids in Japan and had worked as translators for Japanese men who were teaching lean to American companies. They learned the concept so well, they decided to strike out on their own, and my company, FastCap, was their first victim. I was impressed by their observations, but their services came at a price that stunned me. $10,000 a week? I had a small business, not a bank. This was just out of my league. I knew I needed help, and I wanted to grow my business to the next level. Something about their no-nonsense approach appealed to me. I put the full court press on my wife and persuaded Leanne to let me spend the money. It has proven to be one of the most valuable decisions we have ever made. The journey was about to get serious. This would be like going from weekend basketball with the guys at work to serious Olympic training. Routine and normal days were history. They asked questions about everything, starting with, why are you making so much finished product? I answered because it takes so much time to set the machine up for every variation of our products. We might as well make a whole bunch of each type, and then we can pull from it as we need it over the next couple months. Brad and John told me that was waste because you have to stock, inventory, and manage all those goods. If you make just what you need, you don't have to stock, inventory, and manage it all. That eliminates an enormous amount of waste. If the machine setup time is holding you back, then let's find a way to set the machine up more quickly. Instead of it taking 45 minutes, see if you can get that machine setup time down to 5 minutes. Look, I said, I could be your dad. I've been doing this for years. There's no way we're going to get that machine setup time down to 5 minutes and get it running with good parts. Brad smiled and said, you've got a lot to learn about lean. For the next week, they observed our production processes and evaluated everything we did, from grabbing the dies, changing the tools faster, the distance we walked to access certain equipment in the shop, to aligning jigs and fixtures on our machines. Every step of the process was evaluated for efficiency and simplicity. We ended up making significant changes to cut down the machine setup time, which then enabled us to easily produce the size, shapes, and colors according to specific customer orders rather than producing every possible variation in bulk. Lo and behold, instead of 45 minutes and a great big hassle, we got the machine setup time down to 5 minutes. I was eating some serious crow. More importantly, To this day, we continue to improve the process, getting it down to as low as 2 minutes. This was my introduction to lean thinking. I was absolutely certain that Brad and John's ideas were impossible to achieve, yet right there before my eyes, in a matter of weeks, I saw the impossible materialize. This first experience with lean manufacturing introduced me to two fundamental principles of lean thinking: eliminating waste and continuous improvement. While the bank manager was impressed with the appearance of the clean and organized shop, Brad and John immediately saw a shop full of employees busily engaged in a cumbersome process that produced unnecessary inventory, which then required constant management and tracking. In order to eliminate the waste of excess inventory, we had to analyze our processes closely and find ways to improve them. Lean thinking presumes that everything can be improved continuously, without end. If you think the idea of improvement is like going on vacation, something you do a couple times a year and then it's back to work, you're in for a big surprise. After reading The Toyota Way, I came away with a new appreciation for just how radical the idea of continuous improvement really is.
TPS is the accumulation of small ideas of everybody.
I now realize that wasted energy, wasted money, wasted resources, and wasted time are continually pulling at each of us every day. If you think you have your life or business pretty well dialed in, you're clueless. Toyota still makes millions of improvements worldwide to their processes, and they've been thinking lean for over 50 years. As my good friend and lean buddy Jeff Koss says, waste is like gravity. It is pulling at you 24/7, and if you don't have a method to overcome it, you will lose, and it will win.
Cool. The one thing, you and I are 24/7 waste generators. Okay, we don't realize it, but we create waste wherever we go, and that's my job, is to help you guys see all the waste that's around you and to start improving it. Okay. All right. A little exercise here. Identify and explain the waste. So whose office is this? Trevor's. All right. Can anybody see any waste there?
Yeah, 2 jars of mayonnaise or something on the floor. Straight away.
That's right. Do you want to?
That might not be where it might be.
No, but it's in the waste. You can put that down on the stock or the shelf. Put that out or in the fridge, something like that.
Sample stock.
It's his
Or
personal.
or it's his
Personal
stuff.
So that's a
4 liters of
Yeah,
mayonnaise.
a lot of fat. So you're actually right there. So that's sample stuff there. It's not adding any value to anybody. It should be in the customer's hands. You're right. Like it's money sitting down there. What about those? What are those?
Toilet paper.
No. It's labels.
Oh, well, I think I need at the front of the room. I can't see.
They're labels. Are they adding any value there to customers?
No.
No.
The label should be on the product, shouldn't they?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Right? Or they should be where they need to be, right? I doubt Trevor's going to be labeling products over here. The dustbin. These are all stupid small things, but I want to show you that there's waste everywhere. Wherever you look, you need to say, hang on, why are we doing it this way? That bin, you got to open and close. It's got a lid. You got to open and close it every time, right? If there's a lot of waste in there or things are smelling, it means the bin's not being replaced often. So that little movement of thing is 1 second or 2 seconds of waste every day. You do it for how many times? Just a quick note, your coffee machine is here, but you come all the way here to get milk. Why not put the fridge over there in your room? Just a question.
That's the staff room here as well, where they keep their lunch. So if he's in meetings, is he going to have people coming in and out in his personal meetings to take their lunch?
But you can't track when they have their lunch.
It's called time management.
then it's getting a small little refrigerator that he doesn't have to walk. The thing is I'm pointing out is there's waste everywhere. We don't even realize what we're doing. All right, what's this? Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Unorganized.
I'm gonna keep this by you guys there so I can hear you guys. Whoever speaks takes the thing. Vivek, you know what this is? What is it? Stationary cabinet. Most companies, stationary cabinet looks like that. Do you think we know what we need to all reorder.
Well, take your time to
No.
figure it out.
It'll take at least 10 minutes to sort everything out and seeing what do we need to reorder. If somebody comes and I need to get a pen, where does he look for?
On Kishan's desk.
Exactly. Not in the stationery cabinet where you should be looking, right? This is a great example. So these are easy wins that we can make and say, change it right. Remember yesterday with the numbers and everything messed up? Does that kind of match up there, right? What about this? Where's this?
Matthew's office.
That's a biohazard.
That's right. There's 3 tins of coffee here. Which one do you use?
Actually, one's chai, one's coffee, one's hot chocolate.
Right.
So they're on 3 different things. Yeah.
There's
Some of these boys don't drink. I think on night stuff don't drink coffee. They drink their own type of tea and stuff.
brilliant.
But it is a bit of a mess still down there. It needs to be organised.
If I come there, I'm going to get some chai coffee. Maybe
yeah.
I didn't want that chai coffee. It might have taken me like, what am I looking for here? I can assume I can make mistakes because it's not labeled. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's stupid, but it makes a big difference. If you want to be working on the right-hand side with everything organized, that's got to be changed. All right. What about this? Identify some wastes and explain.
Everywhere around that picture, nearly that whole table, all the clothing everywhere, rubbish on the table.
What about just
sit down and eat? Yeah.
the
first
keys?
day.
You gotta go all the way around there to get your keys. They're not marked, easily labeled. They're in like this whole stretch here. You could put all your keys in one little area close by.
I think so you can see what keys what from spreading them around.
Yeah. Well, then we need to change that, right? Because now you walk from here to, oh no, that's not the right key. Okay, this one I've seen Omar do it before. He's like, that's the key. No, pick it up. No, wrong one. Over processing. So great example. There's waste everywhere. What about this one? What is this rack meant to be? It always confused me.
Returns, yeah.
Damage and returns.
Okay. And
That's the wastage track.
is it working, that rack?
No.
No.
Yeah, not in the sliceless bits, right?
We're off doing without.
It's just taking up space and creating more chaos. So those are just some examples of us generating. We are 24/7 waste generators. And you just didn't know what you didn't know. And waste, my job is for you guys to see that waste is everywhere. Okay, so what do you see? Are you starting to see some waste around you? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, well that's a good start. So, you can pass me the microphone there. Today was a quick meeting, so we'll start with Matthew. What's one takeaway from today?
Organization creates better flow.
Yeah, very good.
Saving time.
Yeah, saving time. You can do it.
Trying to keep everything clean there.
Yeah. So it's very important. I just want to make a point. So clean and organized is great, but remember what he said in the book. His company was clean and organized. The bank manager said, "Oh wow, I'll give you any money," and somebody else says, "You don't know what you're doing." You know. So it's not just about being clean and organized. That's one step moving towards it, but it's actually learning to see the waste, which will be coming in.
I came in at the right time. So eliminating waste, continuous improvement.
Exactly. That's right. So, but it's to be able to eliminate the waste, you have to see the waste. So the easy ones will be. We'll make the biggest difference now in the next couple of months because we can fix a stationery cupboard. We can fix downstairs. We can fix the kitchen and things. Trevor can fix his own office. And everybody can fix their own offices and what they're doing on their computers. But it's to be able to see it. But it starts with organization, but it'll be more after that. Okay, Alex?
Waste causes chaos and it impacts time management.
Absolutely. What about you, Jacob?
Think twice, touch once.
I like it.
money isn't always the question from what you're saying with the banks and stuff. How he goes to the bank thinks he's got the best company in the world, but the two fellas that walk in
Yeah.
made him change his way, and he realised that money isn't always the answer. If you think that's the answer,
Yeah.
it's not.
So the
Definitely.
guys that came in, remember they came in and saw all this inventory. They just saw money.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, you're doing it wrong because you're making your machines work for 45 minutes to change. Okay, let's change the machines. Let's change the environment. Trevor?
Eat the mayonnaise.
Put some waste on the waste.
I think again, just cleaning up, seeing what we don't need, and removing it.
Yeah. And going forward, we'll once we get to the chapter of, it's called 3S, we'll start implementing that. And we're getting time in the mornings to dedicate to cleaning and looking after improving our environment. Daniel, what about you?
We need to eliminate the waste because sometimes we're picking order and some random stuff in our way, so it takes time to pick because first we need to remove the random and damaged stuff.
There's so much waste in the picking. Like every time you have to move, you have to take the forklift, you have to move something to get to something.
Yeah.
It's all waste. Yeah.
Work is easier if there's no waste.
Work is easier when there's no waste.
Yeah.
That's as simple as you get. Vivek, what about you?
Yeah, minimize the unseen waste, which is waste of time, waste of labor.
That's important.
Yeah. There's so
If
much
you're
unseen
organized,
waste.
You can save that.
So I've just shown you what's on the surface. It's like, remember that like an iceberg? That's on the surface. But once we start going underneath there's all these hidden wastes. And once we start continuously improving that, you're going to see how much more you guys can do in a day and how much less stressful you be.
Yeah, sure. Eliminating waste.
Eliminating it. Easy as simple. All right, very good. What about you guys on the... Yeah, I was thinking of Josh. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What did you take away from that?
I guess if you get rid of the clutter, it gives you a clear path on how to create time and get things done faster.
Absolutely. And for you guys on the road, look in your cars, look in the clutter, or maybe your samples and stuff. Look at the clutter on your phones and your laptops that you use. It's everywhere. Alex?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, can hear you. What do you take away?
I thought, well, eventually we won't need that waste shelving, so there'll be freed up space, more room for productivity.
Exactly. I like it. Brett, are you there? No, he's not on here. Regita? You're on mute. There we go.
It's okay.
Regita, can you hear us? Unverified. Sirkin?
You're on mute.
Rishi? I'll spend some time with Rishi. Sirkin, can you hear? No? Okay, we'll go to Imam. Imam, what did you get?
I'm here.
All right. All right. Let's see. Who's me?
I see you.
Oh, Wate. Oh, there you are. What did you? Are you dialed in? Or can you see the presentation or not? Yes. All your samples and things. Sorry. So are you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm on Jean's phone.
Oh, okay, so you couldn't see the presentation.
No, can you send that to me? But I've listened to everything.
Yeah, so I'll send you the video, okay, so you can see it. Okay, so next week tomorrow we'll do chapter 3. It starts with One Piece Flow. All right, reflections for today. What's this again? Learning model. Why are we here? To improve or to make our customers' lives and to support our families. Taking ownership, showing care, having fun. Oops.
Wastage.
Yeah, we are waste generators. Okay. Thank you, guys. That's a nice, short and sweet, quick one. Have a great day, okay?